Hi, fourth grade, and welcome back. Today we are working on lesson 5 of solving problems with junior achievement through our economics unit. Today we are learning about how to solve problems as an entrepreneur. We know we'll be successful when we can identify and define the words identify, advertising, customer, revenue, expense, profit, loss, risk, reward, price, supply, and supplier. We will understand steps to solve a problem, and we will practice solving problems for a business today. All right, fourth grade, we're going to continue watching as we move through what does an entrepreneur look like.
Hello, welcome back. It is so good to be with you again. Do you remember what we covered in our last visit? Well, we've been working on entrepreneurs. Before that, we talked about regions in different parts of the United States. But last section, we talked about some of the business basics that all entrepreneurs should know. Let's go over those one more time. Advertising, so persuading a customer to buy your good or service. Customer, a person who buys something from you. Revenue, money earned from sales. An expense is money spent for something. Profit, when a business makes more money in sales than it spends on its expenses. The money left over is its profit. And the last term, loss. A loss is when a business pays more in expenses than it makes in sales. So believe it or not, things are not always perfect within a business. There can be some real challenges or ups and downs. So today, we are going to work on problem solving. When you're presented with a problem, how do you figure out your next step? So, can you think of 2 challenges that a business might face? How about bad weather, a bad economy, workers go on strike, or even a supply shortage? All of those are unpredictable things that can happen that businesses have to basically problem solve to see how they're going to get through that. So we are going to look at a couple more vocab words, and then we are actually going to work on a problem solving bookmark. We are going to practice with problem solving today. Here are our new vocab words. Risk is the chance of loss or failure. We never really want to have a loss or fail at something, but sometimes you take that risk and you hope for the best. A reward. A reward is what is gained from making a decision. Price, the amount charged for a good or a service. Supply is the amount of a good or a service that is available for sale. So if you're a toy maker, how many toys do you have available for sale? And the last word is supplier, someone whose business it is to supply a service or a good to other businesses. So now we are actually going to practice with our problem-solving bookmarks. Let's take a closer look at those bookmarks. Here's the JAR Region Problem Solver bookmark. Let's take a look at step number 1. Step number 1, clearly describe the problem. Step number 2, brainstorm a list of possible solutions. Here are a few ideas. So you could change the price. Remember, the price is the amount charged for a good or a service. You could change the advertising. Advertising is persuading customers to buy a good or a service. You can change the supply, and your supply is the amount of a good or service that is available for sale. Step number 3, Make a list of the risk and rewards for each solution. Remember, a risk is what could be lost, and your reward is what can be gained. Moving on to step number 4. Weigh each decision to see which one has the most rewards and the fewest risk. Our last step, step number 5, make a decision that has the most rewards and the fewest risk. Are you ready to use your problem solver bookmark to solve a problem? Well, here you go. So, you own a hot dog stand, and this week, for some reason, our supplier cannot deliver the hot dogs. What are we going to do? Step number 1, we need to clearly describe the problem. So what's wrong? That's right, we cannot get hot dogs delivered. Step number 2, we want to brainstorm a list of possible solutions. So if we can't get hot dogs delivered, what are 3 possible solutions? Well, here are a few, Adele's. We could sell all natural turkey dogs and drop the price. We could give the customers a coupon for $1 off of their next visit. I'm sure they would love that. And how about we just close the hot dog stand for a week and find a new supplier? Moving on to step number 3. So we're going to make that list of risk and rewards for each of the solutions. So the first one was to sell all natural turkey hot dogs and drop the price. Well, a risk with that is maybe some of my customers don't like turkey hot dogs and they may stop coming to the stand. The reward could be increased profits are possible because of the people who want to be really healthy and they might welcome our new idea. Solution number 2 was give customers a coupon for $1 off of their next visit. Well, a risk with that could be a coupon means less money for the business, but then a reward could be a coupon may attract new customers. And our third solution was to close the stand for a week and find a new supplier. Well, a risk with that is that we could lose customers and lose money because the stand is not open. But the reward is the new supplier is local, the company offers us a low price because of the short distance shipping. Step number 4, weigh each of the decisions to see which one has the most reward and the fewest risk. So of those 3 things, which one do you think would work best for our business? Step number 5, make a decision that has the most reward and the fewest risk. So think about those different options and which one would you do for your hot dog stand? Well, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for working with me on the Problem Solver bookmark. So, sometimes it can be easy to make a decision, and sometimes it can be really hard. But you know what's going to help you out is if you follow the steps in the Problem Solver bookmark. So remember, step 1, identify your problem. Step number 2, you want to brainstorm all possible solutions. Step number 3, you're going to go back to those possible solutions and weigh the risk and the reward for each one. Step number 4, you're going to weigh your decision. And step number 5, you're going to come up with your final decision. Well, today we talked a little more about problem solving, and we will get together for one more session. I am looking forward to seeing you for our final visit next time. Thanks for joining me.
All right, 4th grade. Great job looking through problems that can arise when you own a business. Today, your activity is going to consist of identify some problems in your daily life. Perhaps your shoes come untied too often, your toothpaste won't come out of the tube correctly, or you can never find a pin that works when you need one. Write about your problem in a story that tells about your day, a day in the life of you. It can become a comic, a narrative, or a bulleted point list. Here's an example to get you thinking. 8 a.m. I wake up, get dressed, eat breakfast. By 8:40, you've brushed your teeth. Toothpaste goes everywhere. Now that's a problem. 8:45, you clean up your toothpaste mess. By 8:55, you change your shirt. You miss the bus. Ugh, continuing to run into problems. 9 o'clock, you ride your bike to school in the rain. Your loose shoelace gets caught in chain. You arrive soaking wet. 9:15, you get sent to the principal's office to change clothes. 9:30, Dad arrives with dry clothes. 9:45, finally head back to class, trip on loose shoelace. Now, think like an entrepreneur and come up with some innovative solutions and products for the problems you wrote about. Rewrite your day in the life scenario to show how the products helped you. For example, 8 o'clock a.m., wake up, get dressed, eat breakfast. 8:40, brush teeth. They are sparkly clean and there is no mess with too bright toothpaste. 8:45, head to the bus. The walk is easy with ever-tied shoelaces. By 9 o'clock, arrive at school on time. And 9:30, earn an A on your math test. Flash teacher that sparkly smile and get an A+. Share your story with friends or family members and challenge them to solve some of their problems by thinking like an entrepreneur too. Awesome job, 4th grade. Can't wait to see you again soon.